Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to go through and show you guys what like my whole menu planning process looks like. This is something that I do every week. I kind of stagger and have different elements of this process done on each day. So normally I get a hold of the ads. Typically these are going to be digital ads, but I did get the paper ads so that you guys could physically see them. Because I do record on my phone, so I can't really show you my phone while I'm recording a video. Maybe one day I'll learn how to do all of that. Currently, I just kind of go in and record my videos and post them. But I did want you guys to see the process that I use because I do try to keep my weekly grocery budget at or below $100 per week. And that does include like all household cleaning products, personal hygiene products, pet products. So $100 a week is pretty much, when you have 8 pets and 2 children and a house to clean, the grocery budget can get out of control very quickly. So I do also have just kind of one of my like menu planning notepads here. The first thing, like my very first step every week, usually this is going to be on a Tuesday, I will review the weekly ads. So I've already done that for this week, but I'll go through each of these ads. So the paper ones are kind of annoying the way that Kroger's doing them now, because they open like this, but then they're like vertical here. Anywho, so I went through this one. I went through the Tom Thumb ad. Those are the two that I'm mostly going to be looking at each week, because those are currently the 2 closest grocery stores to me. I do have a Boost membership with Kroger, so a majority of my groceries are going to get delivered by Kroger every week. In order to place an order with Tom Thumb, there has to be enough items in that weekly ad that are going to assist me in my planning for the week. So I went through and I looked at what they have available for this week. So for Kroger, they've got hot dog and burger buns on sale, avocados and mangoes, Kroger milk, Nature Valley granola bars, and Betty Crocker fruit snacks. And it is summertime, so my kids are 100% eating here. They also have sea scallops, apple juice, halos. They've got the Private Select gourmet potatoes on sale, French's mustard, and some of these are Boost exclusive coupons that they offer each week. So they've also got Kroger cheese on sale and the Taylor Farm salad kits. We love to do a lot of salad kits just because it's such a simple, quick side that you can just throw together, even if you don't want to actually cook anything else. And then for Tom Thumb, boneless, skinless chicken breast or thighs, mangoes, red cherries, salad mix or snacking tomatoes, and then pork sirloin chops. And the thing with menu planning or with reviewing these weekly ads, what is a good price is going to depend on you and your household and your budget specifically. For some people, their family won't eat fish at all. So no matter how cheap fish may be that day, like catfish, they definitely will not purchase it because their family will not eat it. And that makes sense. So when you come in here and you're looking at these, over time you will start to notice what a good price is. For me, nothing really grabs my attention unless it's like $2 or cheaper. When I start seeing decent prices like that, then I would rather stock up then. Like for meats in particular, I always try to wait until it's less than $1.50 per pound, and then I'll look at purchasing. So I don't buy a ton of steaks. Sometimes when I go in store, they'll have like markdown items and I'll peruse through those. And if I see something that is worth the price to me, then I'll grab them and just save them for a different time. So I usually have some steaks in the freezer. But again, we just don't eat steak very often. It's just easier, and I wouldn't say my kids don't like steak. It's just not their preferred meat of choice. So again, if it's just gonna be that difficult, like we'll pick up like some filet mignon for me and my husband on like a date night when the kids are out with the grandparents or something. But for an everyday like weeknight dinner, that's just not, it does not fit in our daily schedule. Because typically if we're having steaks, they're going to be grilled. And if they're being grilled, they're going to be grilled by my husband. But my husband does not get home from work until usually after 6 o'clock. So to be starting dinner at 6 o'clock is just not conducive for our lifestyle 9 times out of 10. So again, what works for your family is going to be different than what works for my family. The more that you peruse these ads, the more you'll see like the trends on when things are on sale and when they're not. In the beginning, you might buy some items that you think are on sale that probably aren't necessarily on sale, or at a decent price, if that makes sense. But again, this is what stood out for me and for my family this week. So I'm gonna flip to the other side of my notebook here. Well, really, I'll just open this up so I can see both. So each week I do come and on my notebook paper, I will write out breakfast, and then I do this by day. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we will do lunch, and I only do lunches for Monday through Friday, Thursday, and Friday. And I do that because on the weekends, the kids can sleep in. So if they sleep in, they're not going to be eating a breakfast. So typically that breakfast will become lunch. And so a meal will either be missed or they'll just snack a little bit extra just because the weekends are more relaxed. And then dinners, and I do dinners every day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And on these meals, again, some families don't eat breakfast in the morning. So if you guys don't eat breakfast in the morning and you're just gonna have maybe a granola bar a little while after you wake up and then kind of go about your day, then again, you wouldn't need to worry about breakfast. My family, typically Monday through Friday, everybody is eating breakfast. So that's kind of why it is the way it is. Now, I always try to utilize what we have as much as I can. But there are always times where like either the whole family doesn't feel like eating that, or we will eat out instead because something changed or what have you. So, life just does have differences. This upcoming Sunday is my husband's birthday. So whatever he decides he wants to eat, we will probably just go eat out. Knowing him, he'll probably want to go to like In-N-Out or something, or maybe Brahms. He's been on a Brahms kick lately, and I don't blame him. They have really good burgers. Now again, I did state that it is officially summertime in my household, so we do have some neighbor kids that come over most days. So we have pre-planned out some lunches. So I know we've got corn dogs in the freezer, and then I know that we've got ramen, and I don't know about y'all's kids or you guys in general, but everyone in my house, except for like maybe my husband, loves ramen. So the kids are always happy if I'm like, we're having ramen today. And then I know we can do grilled cheese and dino nuggies one day. Again, dino nuggets are like a child favorite, so anything that we can get them to eat quickly and easily works for me. Because during the week when we have like the some of our neighbors' kids over, and the kids are home, of course, I'm still working, so I have to make sure that I can pick quick and easy things for those days, so that I'm not, stepping away from my desk when I have meetings and things like that. Okay, for breakfast, I know we have waffles, so we will do waffles a couple times. And then, my son has some biscuits and gravy bites. And again, not every single, like, so when the neighbor kids come over, depending on what time they get here, if they don't typically eat breakfast, so they may or may not eat. And my daughter does not eat breakfast typically, and if she does, it's going to be like a granola bar. So we have those for her too. But my son is very, very rigid in his scheduling. So he likes biscuits and gravy bites, and I know I still have some of those. And then, so we could do that 2 days, and then, what else can we do? We can do eggs and sausage on Friday. Sausage. Oh, and hash browns, because we have hash browns. Okay, and then Saturday, I think we will do protein pancakes. And then, what else could we do? We could do French toast on Sunday. Okay. And then as far as dinners, I know we've got some chicken we can use up. This is the part where I really start to think about dinner. I feel like dinner is the most complicated because I have to remember what we have on which days. So we have martial arts. So we have martial arts and martial arts. And normally on Tuesdays, we like to rotate dinner with one of our neighbors who also, their son goes to the same martial arts class. But this night, they have something, so we're skipping the dinner rotation this night. But we still have martial arts. So typically, I think on this night, I'm going to make something in the crock pot because then it'll be done when we get back home. And that just makes it easier. And then on Wednesday, again, we have martial arts, but that martial arts class is at like 6:50 p.m. So it's a little bit of a different, because this one's earlier. It's a little bit before 5. This one's almost 7 o'clock. So it's a little bit of a wonky schedule, but it's okay. So in the crock pot, I think I'm gonna do creamy chicken and rice with broccoli. And essentially that's like, it's like cream of chicken soup, cream of mushroom soup, chicken, and it makes like a gravy type sauce, and then you just put it over the rice and serve broccoli on the side, and it's pretty good. I love that one. And it's easy too, so you just throw it in the crock pot and you're done. I know we have a pork roast in the freezer, so we'll do pork roast with salad, because we've got salad on sale here, and then roasted potatoes. All right, perfect. And then I know I have some bone-in skin on chicken thighs, so I will do bone-in baked chicken thighs with potatoes and green beans. Pretty sure I still have green beans, because who doesn't love green beans? And then I think on Thursday we will do grilled sausages, because I have a pack of sausages in the fridge still, with mac and cheese just gonna do another salad because why not? Okay. And then what else do I have? Actually, on Friday night, I think we'll do seared scallops because I already know that I have a bag of scallops in the freezer. And I could also grab another one for even cheaper than I got that one. Because that bag I paid $11 for, but they're on sale for $9. Seared scallops with, I'm going to say roasted potatoes. And do we want a salad? Yeah, we want a salad. And then for Saturday, I think Saturday is going to be broccoli Alfredo. Alfredo pasta with salad. Okay, I know I definitely said that we like salad, but like clearly we really like salad. Okay, so now that that's all done, I did look at the plans for the week, and my husband's birthday is kind of the biggest thing. So I've got my menu written out for now. I do want to write out my grocery list, and I will actually do that here. But before I do that, I'm going to take this and I'm going to highlight the items that I think I want to take advantage of. Okay, so Kroger milk because my kids definitely drink milk. Some apple juice because it can't hurt. Halos because we are running low. I don't know if we need any cheese, but I can check. Definitely on the salad kits. Now, as much as I would like to get some cherries, I don't see a Tom Thumb trip happening for me this week. Sorry if you guys can't see that. There's just not enough items here that, like, there's nothing here that I need for the week. Therefore, I'm not going to make myself drive this extra trip for a pickup order when I just want some cherries. Cherries are very expensive, and 9 times out of 10, at least some of them go bad. So that always makes me feel guilty for buying them and not eating all of them. Those are the items that I would like to grab, regardless of if we need them or not. But let me take a look here. I'm not going to write the menu yet, but I am going to write out the groceries. Okay, I know we need milk for sure. I know we have butter. I know we have sausage, French toast. I know we have some eggs still. Okay, so salad kits, we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Salad kit times 4. And then cream of mushroom, cream of chicken. And sorry if I'm like scribbling this down super fast and it looks messy. It is what it is. I do think we have green beans still, but I'm going to put that on the list just in case. And then I can double check that before I actually order. I know we have mac and cheese. Pretty sure we have Alfredo sauce. Definitely have pasta. And I know we have broccoli. And then I know we need bananas. Bananas. I think we're good on Monster. We order Monster by the case from Amazon through Subscribe and Save because it's a lot cheaper than getting it at the store. Even when they're on sale, it's still cheaper. I do want to grab mojito lime seasoning. That's one of the McCormick like seasoning envelopes. We love that seasoning, and instead of adding like water, we just add lime juice, and it's just delicious. Okay, I think I need to grab some breakfast stuff for my husband's lunches. Oh, breakfast stuff for my husband's lunches. That makes sense. He takes his lunch to work every day, but he also typically will throw his breakfast in his lunchbox too. So I'm just gonna write hubby breakfast items. I don't know if you, I just realized I don't know if you guys can see this. Hopefully, I think you should be able to see it. Hubby breakfast, I can't write. And then also tuna pouches. Okay, and then again, we have the corn dogs. I might need sliced cheese. And sliced bread. That's weird. Sliced bread. Okay. And then I think let me see, the pets are good. I just bought laundry detergent. I don't think we need trash bags. I feel like this is the stuff that's constantly like rolling through my brain at all times. I do need to grab body wash for me. Okay, so not a ton of stuff that I need to pick up this week, so I think I'll be perfectly fine to actually grab a majority of these items, which is perfect because when things are on sale, I try to stock up as much as I can, just for cost efficiency. Okay, then I'm gonna use this thicker black marker to write. My little notepad is falling apart, but that's okay, I'll just move that one. Okay, so on Monday, we said we're having waffles. On Tuesday, biscuits and gravy bites. And then again, waffles. And then for Thursday, again, biscuits and gravy bites. And then eggs, sausage, and hash browns. And this menu, this printed menu, will actually go in my kitchen. I have a board where I can write it all out, but I don't like to write it out because it's just an extra step. And my process already has enough steps. So I just go and just put this on there. Protein pancakes and French toast. Oh, and then I need to grab some Lunchables. 5. And then for lunches, corn dogs, and then ramen, and then grilled cheese, and then dino nuggets, and they'll have fries with that, and then again ramen, and then for dinners, okay, pork roast with salad and roasted potatoes. Creamy chicken and rice with broccoli. And then for Wednesday, Monin baked chicken thighs with potatoes and green And then for Thursday, grilled sausages. Grilled sausages with mac and cheese and salad. And then seared scallops with roasted potatoes and salad. And then for Saturday, broccoli Alfredo, pasta. And then I'm just gonna write husband's birthday out to eat. Okay, perfect. Okay, now that all of that is done, okay, so I've written all of this out. I've got kind of my grocery list. So from here, what I'll do is I'll take this list, and of course I'll go through my house, and if there's anything that I notice that I need to add to the grocery list, I'll add it. But then I'll get on my phone, get onto my Kroger app, start adding all my items to the cart. I will go through and check all the digital coupons to see which digital coupons I'd like to use. Because for example, there is a section in here, see that Boost member exclusive deals. So I can use these coupons up to 5 times and get any of these items. So if I was going to take advantage of any of those, I would definitely add those to my cart, you know, clip those coupons and whatnot and add those items. But it does vary each week depending on what they have available. So other than that, that's pretty much my process. It does help me keep my budget to a minimum. It helps me, like, not shopping in store really, really helps me with keeping to my budget. But I do also, once every couple of months, I do visit a couple of other stores. So like we have like Winco near us, and they don't have like any like pickup in store or viewing their pricing online or weekly ads or anything like that. So you do have to physically go into that store, but I like to shop their bulk section. And then Aldi does have an ad, but I don't typically get that ad, and I don't go there frequently enough to pick up their ad or anything like that. So again, some stores I will visit outside of like my regular Kroger order, and I'll even go to the store and I'll use my app and compare the price right then and there. So if I can get something cheaper at like Winco or something, I can always do that. But sometimes items are cheaper at Kroger or the exact same price. So if that's the case, then I'll typically just, depending on when I'm going to need it, I'll usually get it in my Kroger delivery order so that I can have it delivered like at the end of the weekend or like on Monday or something like that. But that wraps up my menu for the week. If you guys have any questions on any of like the dinners or any other part of the process, definitely leave me a comment below. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week, and thank you guys for being here. Bye-bye.